Hello everyone, welcome to ITLS Academy. It's a great platform to learn everything from the comfort of your home. Let's start. Let me introduce myself. I'm your mentor, Gitanjali Jha. I'm a content creator, storyteller, visual merchandiser, corporate trainer, and an author. With over 15 years of cross-functional experience across leading brands like H&M, Shoppers Stop, Godrej, and Future Group, I specialize in transforming ideas into impactful stories, whether through the visual design, training programs, or the written words. As a seasoned trainer and mentor, I have conducted pan-India workshops on soft skills, technology, and leadership, touching the lives of employees across retail and service industries. I have also served as a guest lecturer at NIFT and Vogue Institute and contributed to non-profit education initiatives through Unadi. Trust me, working as a volunteer or with a non-profit organization help you broaden your perspective, and it helps you as much as you help others. Try it sometimes. I am also the author of 2 published fiction novels, F Factor and Love Arranged, and hold academic credentials in fashion technology from NIFT, and MBA from NIRM, and certifications in digital marketing from Google and content design course from ECT Delhi. That's about myself. Now let's start with. Hi, today we will be discussing a very important topic in HRM, that is HR strategy, right? Any strategy helps us in achieving goals. Strategy in simple words is how you plan to implement your goals, right? What are its steps? What are the factors which help you making your plans, right? Great. So let's quickly recap. In our previous lectures, we learned about people perspective of HRM and strategic human resource management. So now, what is HR strategies? HR strategies are plans that align a company's people-centric activities with its overall business goals to manage human capital effectively, right? So HR strategies helps you in making the plans based on people who are your greatest assets. These strategies cover key areas like talent acquisition, employee development, performance management, compensation, and corporate culture. An effective HR strategy acts as a roadmap to achieve business objectives, ensure legal compliance, and drives long-term successes. Now let's look in little details. What are the key components of HR strategies? Number 1 is talent acquisition and onboarding. As similar with HR functions, strategies also can be implemented in all the HR functions, right? So as an HR manager, we need to develop strategies to attract, recruit, and effectively onboard new employees. How do we do that? By collaboration with our partners, consultants, internal employees, and planning a effective induction program where employees feel part of the company and gel in the culture. Second is employee development. Implementing programs for training, skill development, and career growth to improve employee capabilities and retention, right? So employee development helps employees achieve their goals, as well as it helps companies by reducing the retention rate, right? Performance management. Once you have your employees, you have developed them, trained them, we need to measure their performance. How do we do that? By setting performance standards, conducting regular appraisals, and using data to drive productivity so that there is no bias, and link performance to business goals. Whatever way you are working should help our company achieve its goals, right? Number 4 is compensation and benefits. Designing competitive pay and benefits packages to attract and retain talent. Now, yes, you are very good at creating orientation program, you are giving them proper training, but at the end of the day, your compensation and benefits have to be in sync with what the market is offering, right? Succession planning. No matter how good you are as an HR, how good is your company, people will come and go. That is the norm. So yes, the rate will be less, people will be promoted, people will leave the organization. So we always have to have our succession plan ready, identifying and developing future leaders to ensure a smooth transition for critical roles. How do we plan our successful succession plans? By identifying who can fill the gaps, who is ready to take more responsibilities, right? So we identify those employees, keep them future ready by proper training, giving them more responsibilities, right? And to build a positive and inclusive corporate culture which aligns with the company's values, right? Great. Diversity and inclusion. As we learned before, now the company has to have a diverse and inclusive culture to include everybody to reach global customers. So we need to create strategies to foster a diverse workforce and ensure equal treatment for all the employees. Employee engagement and retention. Now you have your workforce ready, they are motivated, but how do you retain them? By planning employee engagement that works for all. So employees need to be motivated, they have to be satisfied in their jobs and committed to the organization. So as an HR, when you are making your strategies, you need to keep all the HR functions in mind and how to plan our strategies accordingly, right? So these are the key components of HR strategies as we discussed. Workforce planning, right? How do you plan your workforce? By recruiting, by training and development, by giving them a clear career path, by constantly motivating them, by including them. Then talent acquisition and retention, right? You have to align your strategies with the business goals. All these strategies are there so that HR team works as a partner, not as an administrator, which we learned in strategical HRM, right? Learning and development. Then fifth point is performance management, employee engagement and well-being. Now not only physical well-being, not only medical insurance, there has to be mental wellness programs as well, because these days mental health is taking a toll because of stress everywhere. So how as an HR you are helping your employees to be mentally as well as physically fit? And HR policies and procedures, right? When you are making your strategies, you have to ensure that HR policies and procedures are in sync with business goals and metrics and evaluation. Ultimately, everything needs to be measured to understand its effectiveness. Once your strategy is in place, you have to plan metrics to measure them so that you know how your strategies are working, right? Now, how to develop HR strategies. Number one is analyze the business. You have to understand your company very thoroughly, its mission, vision, values and objectives. Then only when you are hiring your employees, you are developing policies, you will know that is it matching with my company's value, right? Then you have to create a gap analysis to identify where people related practices can better support these goals. Now you have learned about your organization, you have seen the requirement. Now you will see how HR strategies will help to reduce the gap to better achieve our business goals and better work culture. Once internal factor is analyzed, we have to access the external environment. What comes under external environment? Market trends, legal regulations such as labor laws, minimum wage, and the competitive landscape. How widespread is your competitors? Who all are your competitors? What innovations they are doing? How you can create a USP to create a niche for yourself, right? Then data is always an aid. How you will use data and analytics to create better decisions. Rely on the data to make informed decisions and measure the effectiveness of HR initiatives. Data helps us to make decisions and also it helps us in making knowing the effects of our decisions, right? And align HR with business strategies. Now, all HR policies and activities are directly linked to and need to support the overall business objectives. So now your role as an HR has grown manifold. You are an equal partner in the business. Sounds challenging, right? Yes, it is. Implement and monitor. Once everything is in place, the whole strategy needs to be implemented. Employees need to be educated. Strategies need to be documented and displayed in the organization. Put them into action. See the result. Are any changes required? If yes, do it and establish processes for regular monitoring and revisions, right? Now, why we are learning HR strategies? What is its importance? HR strategies helps in attracting and retaining top talent, right? Once your HR strategies are in place and in sync with business goals, you will be able to attract and retain top talent, which is number one goal of HR manager. Then creating a culture of diversity and inclusivity. Now we are living in a digital world where everything is at a click of a finger. So what your company is doing, everybody knows. So you have to be very, very culturally strong. We need to create a culture which is inclusive and diverse, right? And imagine if there would have been no diversity and inclusivity in cricket. Indian women team would not have won the World Cup yesterday, right? We lifted a trophy because somebody thought that cricket is not a men's game. It has to be played by both the genders. They believed in their daughters. They coached them. They let them go away from them for the sake of cricket. And today we are the winners, right? So similarly, as an HR, you have to think about the bigger picture and include all your employees, train all your employees, motivate all your employees, no matter how experienced or how nervous they are, right? And then managing change. Market is changing very, very fast, so change is inevitable. How do we manage that change as an HR manager? How calm you are, how quickly you take decisions which is people centered, and then explain it to your team, explain it to the management. As an HR manager, we need to be very, very convincing and influential so that people take decision which is beneficial for everybody. And promoting employee development. At the end of the day, employee welfare is the center of HR. So how do you develop your employees for the short-term career growth and long-term career growth, not only professionally but personally as well? When you are working in an organization, you don't only learn the professional skills, right? You learn many things about your personal life, how people are handling challenges, how you are dealing with stress, how others are helping you cope up, how you are contributing in their challenges. So we all work as a team and it all helps you grow personally as well, and ensuring compliance, be it legal compliance, be it labor compliance, be it rules and regulations. So that's why HR strategies are extremely important, because it helps align HR policies to the business strategies, so they both work together, right? So it aligns HR with business goals. Now HR is now a partner, not the admin, so it ensures that HR initiatives directly support the company's overall mission and objectives. Once you have top talents, you have trained them, they are motivated, workforce is good, performance automatically becomes higher and better. It helps to cultivate a high performing team that contributes to business success, right? Everybody is working together as a team, so result is obviously better. Improves efficiency, provides a clear framework for HR activities, making processes more effective and consistent. Now, consistency is extremely important to ensure any policies and procedures. Otherwise, if you are changing it quite frequently, employees will get confused. Routine is important for a toddler as well as for employees, right? So before implementing everything, analyze all the pros and cons, check with your management team, take employees' feedback if needed, and then before communicating, you have to be very sure that these strategies are going to work. It also enhances the employee experience. Employee gets a better work environment, and they have greater satisfaction, and they engage better with the company. They feel part of the company, and thus their contribution is better. Also, HR strategies guides long-term planning. It helps the organization plan for future challenges, right? Market is changing rapidly, so HR strategies help organization cope with the changes quickly. And better resource allocation over a multi-year outlook, right? How you are planning your employees, who will work in which function as which role, right? All this under HR strategies. Some of the examples of HR strategies are competitive salaries, comprehensive benefit packages, focus on employee well-being, promotional opportunities, dedication to communication, growth opportunities such as ongoing education, training, right? And socially responsible hiring and employee retention policies. At the end of the day, we have to be ethical, we have to promote equality, we have to be diverse and inclusive, right? So these are some of the examples of HR strategies where we can implement the strategies to ensure that our organization achieve its goal, right? Now, let's explore this very interesting topic further. Talk to the HR team to understand how they develop HR strategies. Yes, we learned in the theory the factors which are considered to build a HR strategies. But when you go to industry, you will get many other factors. Try to talk with different HR teams. Somebody who is working in a factory with lots of daily wage workers, with a HR who is working with a construction team, and in a multinational company. See how their factors differ. Few factors will be same, few will be different. So you will understand the logic behind developing the HR strategies and how these HR strategies help business to achieve their goals. So when you are doing any activity or study, try to do case studies for different kinds of organization, be it multinational, be it a startup, be it a small scale, medium scale, because you will understand the functionality of all of them, right? Great. So in our next slide, we'll be learning more about processes of HR. Till then, keep exploring, keep learning. Right? Now, we'll be learning more about HR in our next lecture. Follow ITLS Academy on different social platforms and download our app on Google Play. Subscribe to our channel to continue your learning. Thank you for watching this video. Keep learning. Call us at our helpline for any doubts, and you can always comment on our comment section. See you soon. Have a nice day.